Sham Pipple was off of that album. And, you know, we did, after our stint in New York, you know, lying to our parents, the thing is we did start paying our rent, and we did quit school, and we started making a real great living, and we were working 6 nights a week. There was this great thing in New York at the time. It was actually a shitty thing that ended. It was the cabaret law that only allowed 3 musicians to play in any bar or any place with a stage unless they had a very hard to get, you gotta know people kind of cabaret license. This is New York State, you know about the whole you gotta know people thing. You don't get anything done. And so, yeah, you know, if anybody's trying to zone something, good luck. But, so this is New York City, which is even more difficult to zone. But they finally made some sort of a stand about this in 1986, and they repealed this law. So suddenly there was all of this work for bands, and we just happened to have, like, become a band in New York City. So we got all this work, and we were really paying our bills, and that helped us get ourselves a van, the Love Scud and the Stealth van, and, you know, Patriot van, and which was blue, by the way, it's striking, shiny blue. We continued, and we did a lot of work. We did a lot of touring, and we met Bill Graham, and he got us touring with the Allman Brothers. And life got really good, and we got signed, and we made records, and
the Horde Fest.
But the thing is, the way Blues Traveler made records was, the band would come together with some sort of riff that somebody wrote, and then we'd make a song out of it, and then I'd write it in my car, listening to the CD while they worked on the next one, and it became sort of like this assembly line thing. And eventually, you know, I mean, after many records, it starts becoming like you're writing the same song over and over again. And so you need to do something to break that cycle. And we tried one thing where, like, I became like the director, but instead of having mindless slaves, I had to answer for everything. You know, so it sucks when you get like thinking people in your band instead of robots. Just if only I had robots. Just that one album with the robots. No, there's no robots. So anyway, I was looking for something to break the cycle. And I went to my friend Jono, who had this little studio in the Chubadero Mountains in New Mexico. He'd moved to Santa Fe by then. And I went down there, and him and some friends of ours from the old days, and then this other friend of ours that I met touring, we formed this band called John Popper and the Dust Great Troubadours, and we made this album. And it was really fun co-writing, and I wound up taking it back to Blues Traveler, and we did our next album, Susie Cracks the Whip, and we brought in writers to co-write with. We thought we had to write everything, and it was really fun to change that and get out of that. And the next 2 records were really affected by that, and you know, we learned how to write better. And so this album really changed a lot for me. It was sort of like a very late puberty. I knew I had to keep it disgusting to make my point. But yeah, see, I said puberty, you all went gross on me. But this song is off that, and John wrote this with another friend of ours from the old days back in New York, George Breakfast, who currently is, you know, he's not allowed in the country because of the ban on immigrants. He's English, so you know what they're like. I don't know. Apparently he's a rapist, so he's not allowed in the country. But he's a direct descendant of Sir Francis Bacon. Sorry, he's George. And he changed his name to George Breakfast because he married a vegan. That's the kind of romantic he is. Seriously. But here's I think that's beautiful, but, and she's a wonderful person, but her name is Chris, and I think her middle initial is P. It should be Crispy Bacon. And I'm sorry, but if you ever get a chance in life, you know, you'll go looking for this opportunity, but if you get a chance to just accidentally become Crispy Bacon, you don't return that gift. You don't send it back. It's not bad clams. Like, you do that. That's an amazing thing. And I'll tell you, I was at a gig, and I got 7 kids in my family, so I got like 5 of my siblings are there. And this girl comes up and says, I'm going to marry this guy, and his name is Tom Popper. Should I like take his last name? And I got to say, well, I'm a Popper, he's a Popper, she's a Popper, they're a Popper. Wouldn't you like to be a Popper too? Do you know how long I've waited my entire life to work that in naturally into a conversation? I just have it right there, like not even look for it. It was just right there. I can die now. Like, you know, it's all gravy after this. You know, having a kid, that's nice, but Jesus, I already did the Dr. Pepper thing. Shit, man. And she could have been crispy bacon. Like, what if your name is Fried Gold? No, it's gotta be Fried Goldberg. Sorry. I want the full name. No, I'm Fried Gold, god damn it.